I read one book for almost 2 years. I did not finish it, neither did I even implement anything. But that's not me right now. From just one book to reading almost 12 books in a year. I have learned a lot along the way that I'm going to be sharing with you. And later in the video, I'll also be giving you some of books that have changed my life. So why did I not value reading and acquiring knowledge? I constantly convinced myself that I'm so bad at reading, that my memory is so bad that I'll forget, so I don't even really need to read. Honestly, I was just comfortable with where I was, and I didn't see any value in reading, and it was never a priority for me. What changed when I started to struggle and be dissatisfied with where I was? Like, I was struggling financially, my health was not so good, my family was not well. I knew I'm meant for more. I didn't know where to start. I literally just went to Google, what do the wealthy do? First thing that came up was they invest in themselves and build good network. I knew I need to start from that place. The next step was to develop a habit. Good habits really take time to develop. First step is to have clarity on what you want to work on. Commitment to do and follow through the process. That will create the discipline. And then the discipline will really reinforce this habit. They say it takes 60 days or 90 days. I was not really counting. I literally just said 5 minutes. Just read for 5 minutes every day and that's it. But then I started becoming inconsistent, falling back to a place of comfort. And then I had to make sure that I'm time blocking. So if it's just reading for 5 minutes, when am I going to read for those 5 minutes? And for me, that was in the evening, right before I went to bed. I later realized really the advantages of this. It just really calms me down from the whole chaos of the day. Reading and just collecting my mind was one way to get a good night's sleep. Now I just literally go to chapter by chapter. But here's the truth. Knowledge will give you the best return only and only if it's implemented. If you're taking the act, going out and using that knowledge, teaching someone about it. If you don't do any of that, you are going to forget it. We get caught up in the numbers. How many books will I read in the year? But over the years, I've really learned that it's not really about how many books you're going to read, how many podcasts you can listen to in a day. It's about listening to the podcast that is going to change your life. It's about reading that book that you're going to really implement, that is going to create new habits in your life, that is going to help you learn sales more and get you more clients. That is what we should be chasing. This is what I do. I list out all the topics that I want to learn about, other things that I'm struggling with. And initially for me, it was spirituality and my finances. So you go on Amazon, get the bestseller, the books that people have actually read, and get 2 to 3 books. Now that you're reading about just a specific topic, let's say finances or money management, it's easy for you to implement because you're dealing on a specific thing. You're not all over the place. The focus bit was one of the hardest parts for me because it was easy for me to go online and someone recommends a book and I quickly buy it. And then I realized I have just self-help books. Here's a side note for you. Number one is question everything that you read. You must have your own opinion about something or a topic. This is basically going to help you to be a creative thinker and also just to increase your self-esteem. That you're not just about to absorb things, that you also have your own opinion of. Number 2 is personalize this knowledge. So copying and pasting, really not the best idea because everyone has a different life, right? Everyone is in a different season. You are going through different changes in your life. Your family dynamics are different. Your mindset is different. Get the knowledge, tweak it until when it works for you. Number 3, if it's a podcast or a live event, make sure you're taking notes because just listening and hearing, you are going to forget. Pull out your phone and take some notes. And then here are 2 things to avoid. Number 1 is the shiny syndrome. This is when you go on YouTube podcast and they recommend certain books and you're quick to just go order them. If it's not the topic you want to learn and understand, don't order it yet. Just take some notes. Instead of just buying so many books, put them on the shelf and they become shelf-help books. You literally don't need to read every book for you to master something. Then the second point is what I call binge watching or binge listening or binge reading. This is when you grab one book after the other, one YouTube video after the other, and you never take any note and implement any information. It's not about the numbers. It's about the quality of the information that you're receiving, how you're applying it to bring positive change in your life. With me here, I have some of my favorite books. I have linked a whole list of all these books that you can order on Amazon. I'll start with finances. Rich Dad Poor Dad is good. You are badass at making money. I'll teach you how to be rich. And he also has a podcast. You can find it on YouTube. If you're a beginner and you just need to manage your money, Dave Ramsey, the Total Money Makeover. When I just wanted a system from zero where I was to building generational wealth and good with money, let's look at mindset. Relentless is Good by Tim Grover. This was the coach for Kobe Bryant. No Excuses by Brian Tracy. The Magic of Thinking Big. Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Defining Wealth for Yourself. The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. Atomic Habits. Everyone should read Atomic Habits because we need to break some bad habits and bring on new habits. Paul One More because he's one of my favorite people and it's just a good book. Productivity. 4-hour work week, accomplish so much in a short time. Getting things done and then deep work. And if you're Christian, I have some options for you as well. It's your Bible, whatever version you prefer. You want to discover your purpose, believe bigger. She dissected everything you need to know. Winning the War in Your Mind. Powerful, powerful book. Don't let the enemy sit at your table. And of course, any book by Dr. Miles is awesome. Let me know in the comments which books I should check out or what has been your favorite book that has brought tremendous change in your life. Feel free to subscribe to the channel as more is coming up and I'll see you next time.